Cool, what up? Welcome to the fucking video for today. We are on the iPhone. I'm holding the iPhone. I'm in my fucking room. Let's get into it. Today what I want to talk about is just basically like how my game has developed over, the past 8 months, where I sort of came from, starting where I got to, maybe within like 3-4 months, and then kind of what I'm thinking right now. So where I started, basically I had never done cold approach before, so I just I was just basically getting over the fear. Like, the fear is the main thing you're dealing with when you are first starting out in game. It's at least for most people, most people have regular brains, so they're pretty scared of rejection or embarrassment, or just like approaching a stranger, getting rejected. Because it's a very normal fear. It's just like public speaking. Most people are scared of things like that. So rejection is up there, as well as the fear of public speaking, having all the social pressure on you to do a good speech, or just a speech at all. That's a lot of social pressure to handle. So the main thing you're battling with when you are getting into cold approach in game is that fear of rejection. And then it's also like a little bit of a consistency and habit building. When you try to start going to the gym, you got to go for a while. You got to start building up the muscle of going, the habit. Same thing with cold approach. You have to be consistent about it. And the thing that makes it, like, I think the hardest for most people to kind of get into is just that combination of making it a habit, because it is so scary and you don't see any results for so long. Is being consistent, even though it's very difficult. Like, it's just it's hard to do. There's not a lot of people that are into it, so it's hard to find a group of people to hold you accountable. Where you can do that with sales. You can just join a sales team. They're going to hold you at least a little bit more accountable. But a lot of people with cold approach, it can't really happen, because it's hard to find people that do it. Most of your friends are like almost 99% sure they're not into cold approach. So it's hard to be consistent about, and that's kind of what you're battling when you're first starting out. It's just that consistency, making it a habit, getting over the fear, and just kind of getting into it. And then once you sort of get that handled and you're able to just like do approaches consistently, maybe you're like a month, 2-3 months in or something. At least how it was for me is that at that point I started focusing a lot more on like the technical side of things. So like opening, just how do you open, how do you carry a conversation, how do you close. A big part of it is psychology as well. So understanding why attraction, happens, why certain things work, what people are thinking when a random person approaches them, what girls are thinking when a guy approaches them. What area are you in? Are there a lot of like tourists? Is it are people getting sold a lot, get solicited a lot? And they think you're selling something. So it's a lot of psychology. Why attraction happens, why cold approach works. Why certain opens or words are better than other words, how to convey yourself, how to be attractive, how to speak loudly, maintain good eye contact, and basically it's just kind of like learning what actually is attractive, why it's attractive, and then making it sort of like a habit. And while you're doing that, it's again still being consistent. Still approaching every single day, 2-3 approaches, or every 2-3 days, whatever your schedule is, but it's just the consistency part. So you're still battling consistency, and you're also trying to learn technicals, fundamentals, and yeah. So that's sort of like the middle part of where my game was, for like that 3 to 6, 7 month area. And then within this last month, for me, what I kind of, maybe not last month, maybe even like last 2 weeks, I've sort of just been, I haven't been focusing on the technical side of games so much, because it gets a little boring. Like, if you keep doing the same approach over and over, you're focused on the technicals, it gets a little boring. The soul is actually taken from game when you focus very hard on the technicalities and all that, like saying the right thing, being perfect, playing it like a chess game. Some people actually do get a kick out of that, and they like it. Like Todd, he actually enjoys how technical you can get. For me, I don't so much. What I like the most about the technical side is having a structure, knowing the structure, knowing A to Z, how to close, how to pull, how to instant date, how it all works on a fundamental level, the fundamentals of it, why it works and how it works. So you have something, so you have like a framework to your game, like a skeleton, of understanding, so you have that technical side to understand like the psychology, and the basics. The technical side is the basics, and I think it's good to have that, or else if you don't know that, you're kind of running around like a maniac. You're doing random shit, you're just having fun, you're self-amusing yourself all the time. Which, if that's literally what you want to do, sure, go ahead and do that. For me, I'm goal oriented, so I like to know, what works, why it works, and I like to have that structure in place of a technical game, and like a system of, psychology and a sales, a sort of like a sales based understanding of game. So I like that part, but it's not everything to me. Like it does get boring because I was focusing on it very hard for, so long, like 6-7 months of just like, what is like good technical game, what should I say here, what should I not say here, why did this not work. And at this point I have like a decent understanding of it, so like it's all good. But now recently what I've been doing is just kind of like enjoying game, having fun, not focusing so much on the technical side of things. Basically it's more just like being relaxed, being myself, being in the moment, and just engaging with the girl, just knowing that I have like this understanding of, where I'm going. Like I have the technical roadmap, of where I'm going, why certain things work, why certain things don't work. I have that, so I can fall back to that if I need to. But what I do now is I just like relax, I have fun, I just be myself, and but I'm following still a system in place, but I'm doing it in like more of a relaxed way, and I'm not thinking so much about, oh, what should I say here? Why did this fuck up? Why did what went wrong? And also, it's good to not even be thinking so much when you're out talking to girls, and that's what the technical game sort of does, is you're kind of like getting a little bit analytical, which is good. But for me, I focus too much on that when I'm out, doing games. So what I like to do now is I just relax. I like to have fun. I like to put some soul into the game, put myself out there, be myself, and then, just talk to the girl and see, where it goes. So that's basically just, my 3 levels of, how my game has developed over the past, I think, 8 months now. Yeah, if you want some help with technical game or just understanding game, then check out the description. I have a link to my community in there, and then within the community there's like higher tiers of different help that I can get for you. So check it out. Thank you for watching.